In this video, I'm going to explain you everything that you need to know about BrightFunded challenges, so that you know what challenge is best for you, what rules you need to follow, and how to use their trading platform to place a trade. If at any point during this video you would like to try BrightFunded, you can do so by clicking the first link in the video description. And once you get at the checkout page, if you scroll down and add the discount code STKTRD, like you see right now on the screen, you're always gonna receive a 20% discount on all your challenges, no matter the amount. So, if you're serious about trying BrightFunded, I suggest you follow these steps. And now, let's start with the video. Now, before showing you which type of challenges BrightFunded offer, I would like to briefly explain you how this platform works, because there are 3 steps that every trader will need to go through. So, you have step 1, which is completing your evaluation. Basically, in this step, you have to go through the 2-phase evaluation, reaching an 8% profit target during phase 1 and a 5% profit target during phase 2, while keeping your daily drawdown under 5% and your total drawdown below 10%. If you manage to complete the evaluation phase, you are now a funded trader. During this stage, you're going to receive a new demo trading account where you can receive up to 100% of your profit. Lastly, after you have generated profit with your funded account, you're gonna be eligible to receive a payout. And based on the payout structure that you selected, you can receive your first payout as soon as 7 days after you placed your first trade with your funded account. So now that you know exactly what are the 3 phases that every single trader have to go through at BrightFunded, let me explain you more in details how the challenge works. So, as you can see, currently BrightFunded only offer a 2-step challenge, which is available in 3 different currencies, and it has an initial balance ranging from $5,000 till $200,000. You have an unlimited amount of time to complete your challenge, so this means that you can take as much as you want. You need to trade for a minimum of 5 days, both during step 1 and also during step 2, and a trading day is defined as a day where at least one trade was open. The maximum daily loss is 5% of your initial balance, and it remained the same during step 1, step 2, and also during the funded stage. When it comes to the maximum overall loss, in this case is 10% of your initial balance, and it remained constant during step 1, step 2, and also during the funded stage. When it comes to profit target, you have a profit target of 8% during step 1 and a profit target of 5% during step 2. You're gonna be able to earn BrightFunded tokens both during the challenge phase and also during the funded stage. And in case you are wondering what are BrightFunded tokens and how they work, I suggest you check out my other video about BrightFunded, where I go more in details about the specific feature of this offer. And finally, if you select the add-on, you're also going to receive a 100% refund of the price of your challenge once you get to the funded stage and request your first payout. So, now that you know exactly how the BrightFunded challenge work, let me show you a few rules that you need to be aware of. First, let's talk about news trading. As you can see, during phase 1 and phase 2 of your challenge, you can trade around news events freely with no restriction. This allows you to leverage news-based trading strategies without limitation. But once you get to the funded account, you're gonna start having a few limitations. In fact, for example, you are not allowed to open or close any trade 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after a red folder news event. But the good news is that they have a 48-hour windows where basically if your take profit is hit during a red folder news event, but that specific trade was open for at least 48 hours, in that case, the profits will not be deducted, and this is a good news for all the swing traders out there that are thinking about using BrightFunded. Next, let's talk about expert advisor. So, at BrightFunded, you are allowed to use expert advisor, but it's really important that your robot align with the trading condition and rules of the offer, especially if you're using a third-party expert advisor that maybe also other traders are using. And I'm telling you this because if you and multiple other traders start to open and close the same exact position, you might be marked as a copy trader. And when it comes to copy trading, unfortunately, copying other people's trades is not allowed. You can copy trades from accounts that you personally own, even if they are not with BrightFunded. But when it comes to copying other traders, this is strictly prohibited. And so if you and also other people are using the same exact AI, you might be marked as a copy trader, as I was telling you, and your account might be terminated. So if you want to use expert advisor, you can do it, but make sure that the settings are highly personalized. Next, let's talk about overnight positions. As you can see, BrightFunded don't have any type of limitation when it comes to this type of trading, and if you remember before, they almost encourage it. In fact, if you hold a trade for more than 48 hours, you're gonna be exempt for the news trading rules. Same things apply to holding trades over the weekend. Also in this case, BrightFunded doesn't impose any limitation, and actually if you select the swap free add-on at the checkout, you are also not gonna be subject to swap fees. Finally, here you can see a list of all the trading practices that are prohibited at BrightFunded, things like hedging, exploiting service errors, using external or delayed data fees, coordinated or multi-account manipulation, violating platform or provided terms, use of automation software, AI or high-speed trading tools. So all these rules personally are nothing new. In fact, most prop firm has the same exact limitation when it comes to trading strategies, but of course it's right that you know them, because in this way you can avoid using them and you won't have any problem receiving your funded account. It's also important to notice that strategies like grid trading, arbitrage, tick scalping and high frequency trading are completely prohibited, and in case you decide to use an expert advisor, make sure that your robot is not leveraging any of these strategies, otherwise you're gonna get your account suspended. When it comes to BrightFunded, you can either use CTrader or DXTrade as your trading platform, and since the one that I use daily and also my favorite is DXTrade, I'm now going to log in my account to give you a complete tour and show you how to use it. I'm currently inside my DXTrader account with BrightFunded, as you can see from the logo here on the left corner. This account is connected to a $50,000 challenge. This is the latest challenge that I purchased, and for this reason I still haven't placed a single trade. In fact, here on the bottom where it says position, as you can see, is empty. But as I place more trade, of course all the trades are going to appear here. Usually this is the dashboard where I spend most of my time, because with a simple interface I have access to the charts. I can see a few of the pairs that I trade more often, and I can see what is currently their spreads, and then I can also have an overview of all the trades that I took. Talking about the charts, I really enjoy them because I find it similar to TradingView. In fact, here on the left side I have access to all my drawing tools. Here at the top I can change the time frame, so in this case every single candle represents 1 minute, but let's say that I click on 1 hour, now every single candle represents 1 hour. I can decide how I want to look at the chart, so in this case I have candles, but if I want I can send it to bar or also change it to line, but I prefer candles. I also have the opportunity to add various indicators. To do it is really simple. You just need to select it, like let's say for example some oscillator, you click on it, you move it here where it says add that indicator, and as you can see the indicator is now added to the charts. Then I can go here and personalize it, like for example I can change the colors, I can change the size of the line and so on. Additionally, next to it I also have the opportunity to select the multi-chart, so decide the layouts that I want to have, and I can also personalize a few chart settings. Like for example, I don't like to have the watermark, but if you want, as you can see, you can have on the background of the charts the watermark of the pairs that you're currently looking at. Or for example, if you want, you can remove the candle wick if there's something that you don't like, and so on. And as you can see, you have multiple settings that you can dig into it. Then here at the top you also have the opportunity to select the pair that you want to see. So in this case I'm currently looking at Euro JBP, but if, as you can see, I delete JBP, here I have all the pairs that are connected to Euro. So let's say for example that I want to look at Euro CAD, I just need to click on it, and now the chart has changed and I'm looking at EuroCAD. As I was telling you before, here on the right I like to have my watch list where I have a few of the pairs that I trade more often, and I like it because it allows me to see what is the current spread. So for example, currently on gold the spread is 20, on Euro USD the spread is 0.2, USD JPY 0.3, 0.2, GBP USD 0.8, GBP AUD currently 7, USD 500 0.5, USD CAD 0.4. So overall I would say that the spreads with BrightFunded are pretty good, and I never had any problem trading with them. And if I scroll at the bottom, as you can see, I also have the opportunity to add a new pair. So let's say for example that I want to add a pair based on USD. I just need to do like this, and as you can see here I have a list of USD pair that I can add. Let's say for example that I want to add USD CAD. in this case, as you can see, it was added and now it appeared here, and the spread is currently 0.3, 0.2. Let's say that I want to add another one. Let's say, for example, let's add euro slash let's say euro JPY. As you can see, it was added, and in this case the spread is 3.4. So I really enjoy this feature. Another dashboard where I spend a lot of time is the one called technical analysis. In fact, here the entire screen is occupied by the charts, and here is basically where I do my technical analysis. In fact, in this case I was looking at gold. As you can see, I have the some oscillator. I also have 2 EMAs, and basically I use this indicator to do my technical analysis. And again, in case I want to change pair, I just need to come here. Let's say, for example, that I want to look at JBP JPY, you know, I just need to write JBP, then click here on JBP JPY, and as you can see, the chart has changed, and I'm now looking at JBP JPY. As I was telling you before, here on the left you have also access to a lot of different drawing tools. Let's say, for example, that I want to draw a trend line. I can simply put it here. So in this case, this, for example, could be a resistance, and if I want, I can also use a rectangle. For example, if instead of just using a line, I want to draw an area. In this case, as you can see now, my resistance area is a bit bigger. So I really enjoy these drawing tools, especially because they are similar to TradingView. Next to the technical analysis, I also have access to a trading journals. Again, in this case, it's completely empty because I still hasn't placed any single trade, but as I trade, I also gonna be able to journal my trades here, and so I can, for example, look back at common errors that I might start avoiding, or maybe look for patterns in my winning trades to further improve my edge. And next to the trading journal, I have access to the trading dashboard. Also, this dashboard here, I really like it because it gives me a complete overview of my trading account. As I told you, since this account is brand new, everything is zero, but as I trade, all these numbers are going to update. Another thing that I like is that here, as you can see, currently everything is marked in dollar, but if I want, I can also change it in euro, and as you can see, all the values are going to be converted to the new currency. Finally, another thing that I would like to show you about the Xtrade is the fact that this platform is highly customizable. So what I show you right now is the layout that I like and the one that I'm comfortable with. But if, for example, you would like to change your position layout, you just need to click on this 6 dot here, and as you can see, you can move them around and personalize the layout. Not only that, here in this specific rectangle, I'm only looking at the chart, but by clicking on this plus, I can add other things. So let's say, for example, that I want to add the orders. As you can see now, in this rectangle, I have access both to the charts and also to the orders. So as I was telling you, this is another feature that I really enjoy about the Xtrade, because it gives me complete freedom in how I want to visualize my trading environment. So there you have it. This is everything that you need to know about BrightFunded challenges. As I told you at the beginning, if you also would like to try this proffer, you can do so by clicking the first link in the video description. And once you get at the checkout page, if you use the discount code STKTRD, like you see right now on the screen, you are always going to receive a 20% discount on all your challenges, no matter the size of the purchase. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and until next time, happy trades!